Okay, fine. The weather's okay for now, so I'm going to leave my other tank outside and just spray paint it as soon as possible. Because I want to have a look at this wee beastie here. A wee beastie. So it's got a great big hole. Why there's a hole in the back, I don't know. It's like an armoured hatch to get in and out. One of the other tanks I saw had a very scary escape hatch down here. And I was thinking, how would you get a full-grown man out of that hatch? But I think if your tank was on fire, you'd want to get out of there pretty blimmin' fast. So I think it's an escape hatch. It's a bit vulnerable. It's like a very old tank. Look at this. It's got a gun on the back. Is that really okay, that gun? Is that some, maybe if this goes in the museum, these bits like these guns will go. I mean, I can imagine big chunks of steel like this surviving. Yeah, but a gun like this, that would be a real state, wouldn't it? That would have to be really wrecked. You couldn't easily restore that. The small parts in there would be, the springs and things would be shafted. But there you go. We'll have a little look at it anyway. I mean, if you look at the... most of it's there. 85% assembled. It's just a goddamn mess. Yeah, but I'd like to have this in my museum. I really would. So, looks like a good one. And, you know, it won't be that much, hopefully. We'll see how much the parts are. It's just like the dig. It's all it is really is... it's time. That's the only thing you're spending here. I could do all these things to make things faster and cheaper and all the rest of it, but... which is nice to have that option in the game. Not everybody wants to go through the rigmarole of certain things. But you saw how much I dug... well, maybe you didn't. I don't know how much I'm going to show on the editing. But I dug a lot of that tank out. Far more than I needed to, with a spade. Just because I didn't know the best way to do it. What I had to do is really expose it and then get the proper diggers in, which makes sense. You know, one man trying to dig out a flipping tank is ridiculous. But this one's like, I like this one. This seems a very early. Maybe it isn't. It seems like a very early tank. When it's from, I don't know. Maybe I you know, I don't do a lot of looking up things. I'll look up a little bit about the tank maybe, and see, regale you with some knowledge. Glean from the wiki about how old it is and all the rest. See, it's quite roomy in here, really. Should we do this properly? Let's get the turret off. Let's get the turret off of here. There we go. That makes things a bit easier. The tool has been returned. There we go. Can we get inside here? Get a bit of view underneath, can't we, really? Let's get on top. It'd be nice if this was round this side, because of the how it's shaped. It would be nice to be able to get in the back. I mean, it seems like it's a gift. But it's actually too tall for me to get. I can't climb on top! Too many pork pies! I can't get on top. Never mind. I'll clean the breach. This is sort of a good example of what I was saying before about... you know, tank design. And what seemed like a good idea, and what was simple, and what was easy, and what turned out to be more efficient than others. This seems, it's a huge turret, isn't it? Look at the size of this. It's an absolutely immense turret compared to some of the more modern tanks. But you know, it's what seemed like a good idea at the time. The engine is of course a rusty heap, but that's not too bad. We can fix that up. Look at these great big long pipes on here. See, it's quite simple, this engine, isn't it, really? Very sleek design compared to the lumps that we've seen for some of the other tanks. I mean, that's not necessarily any sign that it's a better engine or not. It just seems very streamlined and efficient. That's a big bulky tank. It's probably got weird exhausts. I mean, those are the exhausts, aren't they? So, hold on a second. Which way around does this tank go? If those are the exhausts, where are they feeding out from? Up here somewhere? That's not quite so good. It should really be going out the back, shouldn't it? There we go. And it's 72%, so it's missing a few parts, I'm sure. Possibly some starter bits and things like that. I don't know. No, 91% actually. It's not that bad. It's a lot of it's there. Like it would have like 1 or 2 parts missing probably. Say like a starter motor or something, or I don't know. Some little widget, a bit of pipe. Oil check thing, whatever, you know, dipstick. Dipstick. It seems like the excuse me, the huge turret seems offset as well by quite a cramped space in here. Broad, but shallow. Another description for me. Dipstick and broad and shallow. What is this basket here? A grocery basket. I guess that's where the thing locks in. I don't know, yeah, it's pretty low in there. I mean, you're clambering over that to get to your driver's seat. Oh, I don't think I've derusted these properly. I think I've mostly cleaned it up now. It's pretty much sanded down and sorted out. But the point, what are the parts that I'm missing is the question. So let's start working our way through those. So if I look at tank analysis and then the engine. Oh, they're only damaged. They're not actually missing plates. Okay, it's easy to miss stuff like that. And again, I could change the view so that they're in red. Like you see, I got stuck on that view before. But I don't like that examine view, but it sort of ruins the look of it a little bit. It makes it a bit easier, but I don't really want to tell you the truth. There you go. There's still bits and pieces that I've missed, that's all. That's not too bad, I don't mind doing that. I'm definitely getting better. I am. I'm certain I am. The wheels, we've got a road wheel, a roller wheel, suspension arm, buffer, and another road wheel. There's a few bits, and I've missed a few as well. There's a few on it. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. Seems to be a lot of parts on the track. Doesn't seem like a good idea to have so many parts on a track, because you know, the more bits there are, why is that lit up? The more there is to go wrong. Well, the gearbox is nearly there, but we're missing a generator. Now I've got to be careful because I bought some wrong parts earlier. Like an idiot, I was working on the tracks and I bought some things for the KV1, not the KV2. I mean, they look completely different. It's just, I guess the tracks are similar, but the turret's different, isn't it? Do you think this is like an improvement on this one? Doesn't look like it, does it, really? In fact, I have to look up about this tank, because that is a seriously chunky barrel there. I wonder if they went for something bigger, like this is more like an artillery tank? Like a long-range tank? It could be. Which is why the massive turret. It did happen sometimes. You would make... I haven't got the other options here to show you, but sometimes they would make these artillery tanks that had these huge mad turrets on them, and many people inside to do all the work of trying to load these things, like 5 people tanks. Could be that. Anyway, distracted, sorry. Generator, there we go. I'm surprised that's it. Oh dear. So rusted, I'm surprised that even works, but never mind. Where does this generator go? In a lot of tanks it's in the front, but I guess it's in here somewhere. Oh, right there. Rusty heap on the top. No, not the engine cover. No. I need to do the I need to do some de-rusting. De-rusty poos. Up here somewhere. Where's that? What have I done with my thing? Oh, there it is. There we go. I suspect we're missing the engine cover. A lot of the backs of the tank seem very damaged. This piece here was missing, and then the back of the turret was missing, which is interesting. Why that might be. It wasn't blown off. It was just off. And there we go. Tank status. How are we doing now? So 66%. What it seems to me is that if it's something that needs painting, then if you see 66%, that means it's been all the parts are there. It's derusted and sandblasted, is what it seems to be. That might not be quite true, but that's what I'm seeing mostly from here. So we're missing an optic cover. This is on the main hull. Optic cover and a rear hatch. We knew about that. Let's get those in there. So, I think it might actually be on the turret. Oh, we've got 2 of them. Oh, they're £3. Let's buy them both. And then rear hatch. Yeah, that's the great big door that was missing off the back, isn't it? Yeah. So optics, I'm presuming, goes on the top. Like one of those there. That's an optic cover. There you go, for peering out of your tank, I guess. I think I spent most of my time in the workshop crouched down as well. By the way, oh, it's this one here, look. Because I'm looking under tracks and things, but then I'm obviously scuttling around. I'm presumably scuttling around the whole place, only crouched down. It's his way, you know. That's what they say about me. He's a bit of an odd mechanic. He gets the job done though, even if he is crouched down like a dwarf the whole time. Well, no, dwarves are well known for their machining skills. It's good. It's all fine. I haven't looked. I haven't fixed that. Look, I haven't sanded it. Yeah, as we saw before, a lot of the back pieces of this tank were missing. I don't know why, but this entire hatch and all the accoutrements, like the radiator bits on top here, they're like little grills. What are they? They're above the actual radiators inside the tank itself, and those are the exhaust pipes. So how it goes from there to there, I don't know. That seems a bit... Because the engine's back here. How do those feed to here? Unless the engine... No, the engine can't go there. The engine's in here. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But it seems a little odd how the exhaust pipes are where they are. But that's fine. Again now. Right, we're finally at the point of spray painting this side. Although, of course, primer is the key thing first. What I'm wondering about, though, is the actual paint scheme for the museum, because we know the sort of paint scheme these things will be using already. And this thing, I'm going to lay my odds, it will be grey or green, because that's usually what colour they are. But you know, if you do anything for something special to go into a museum, you might want to have a proper paint scheme. But I don't know what sort of... If I open up the paint shop, I don't really know what options they're going to give us. Are they just going to be wacky ones? You know, an old KV1 tank and then give it a modern, like, geometric camo scheme or something? How mad is it going to be? If I was going to do it, I'd like to have something where it was like an authentic scheme. Because, you know, in different places, some were used in the snow, some were used in different battlefields. Camo was chosen as appropriate. They weren't just always just green, because, you know, you get tanks, you get things like tanks and things that were used in the desert, and they used pink, because funny enough, pink is in certain conditions, pink is actually a pretty good colour for hiding in certain sorts of desert environments. It just blends in really well. But the point is, I'm not going to have a pink tank. The point is that if I were to use a paint scheme, I'd like to have an interesting one, but I'd have to look up what that was and then see if it was even available in the in the paint shop that we've got here. And I've got other things to spend my reputation on. You know, maybe more useful things. So I might do it later. I'd like to, but maybe. It's green. Are we really surprised? Not particularly. By the way, I was right. This is a long range, like a howitzer tank. Is the idea for this? It's an artillery tank. Not hugely surprised. Yeah, 152mm gun or whatever. I just looked up a little bit about it. Apparently, also, it's an extremely rare tank, because not very many were made. Not sure how good it was, but like we said before about the turret, it's a bit too big. Didn't really work very well, supposedly, depending on what you read. I didn't read too much about it, but essentially what I saw was that a turret as big and chunky as this was, you know, it was hard to, you know, I'm sure there was powered turning of some sort. I don't know what sort of motor they were using to turn it. Maybe they weren't. Maybe it was by hand. I've no idea. Hand cranked this thing around. Some of the early ones looked like they were, but whatever motors, it was very hard to have such a huge gun in a big, heavy turret, and then if you're not on a completely flat bed of ground, it doesn't turn very well. Hard to aim, and that's a hell of a lot of. That's a massive flipping gun now. I've got to think how big the shells were, but yeah, not the best. But it seems like we've got a rare one here, which is nice. So it's, I don't know how rare these things are, but apparently if we've got one that's a rare one, that's going to draw more people to the museum. And I presume people are going to come and pay and see our stuff in the museum. You'd like to think so. Donations to the cause. You know, it's not cheap to send me out into a muddy field with a spade to try and dig up a tank by hand. It's you know, There's coffee and Mars bar supplies to be considered for there, and possibly pain medication for dealing with the muscle strain that I undoubtedly developed. I think it's done, you know. It looks like 100% to me. All the bits and pieces are in there. There's the engine stuff in. It's further forward than I expected with the engine, but there you go. Little peeky poos in there. There's the exhausts out the back. An exhaust pipe cover. Okay. Fine, maybe I was wrong about the log. Never mind, who cares if I was. It's fine. Look at this beast. Can we get inside this? I want to look inside. I want to peeky poos inside. Let's have a look. Where's it again? Assembly? No. No. Get inside. Let's go in the commander's seat, of course. Oh, goodness. Perched precariously. Imagine going a bumpy ground in this, and you're trying to grip on with your bum cheeks on this little tiny seat. Banging your head against the side and the breech. And then the damn thing fires. My God. And then, presumably, the loader is also doing this part? Or someone climbs up here behind him? Don't know. There's the loader on this side. Slightly more room than commander. Oh no, she's over here. Oh wow, he's the one grabbing the gun. I thought it was that one there, but he's not in the seat. Okay, maybe he does sit in this seat. I don't know. I thought maybe he was crouching back here and trying to load it into there. There's two gun breeches. So this is one here. Two loaders? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So the gunner's here. How is he aiming? Has he got a little periscope? This one seems a little confused to me. No, this should be the driver. Come on. No, I want the driver. There, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. And he's the one with the good deal, isn't he? Really out here, out the way, snuggled down nice and low. And presumably he has to use his gun occasionally to sort of reaches across and grabs the handle. What a mess. You know, it was a tank designed to do one thing, and it's been designed, it's been repurposed to do something else. Let's put it in the museum. No, how did I do it before? No. About viewing the tank, wasn't it? No. I have to look away from the tank. How do I move this tank? How did I do it before? Wasn't storage. Move tank. Oh, I don't think I've actually unlocked the museum, have I? Oh, God. Have I done all this and not been able to... And I can't do the... No. I want to do the upgrade. Is there not an upgrade station? Upgrade panel. There we go. Have I not unlocked the museum? I thought I had. Oh, that's annoying. Ah, all this work and I can't do it yet. Okay, well, it's fine. We can store this outside, this beauty outside for now. Yeah, let's leave the hatch open because that's the best thing to do. And what I shall do is I shall... How did I work this out to do this again? Move tank. Move tank to yard. Okay. And then... And now I've got my old Sherman back in here again. So, that's annoying. I'll have to do a few more jobs. Unlock the museum. And then what I'll do is I'll... On the end of the video, I'll tack in a bit and we'll go into the museum and we'll look at our lovely... rare Russian artillery tank in its proper place. Well, the people can appreciate it too. We have our museum. This is a little bit rough, but interesting. I think it's okay for people, tankers, who want to come and see tanks. Now, how do I get a tank in here? That's the question. Maybe I have to go outside and get myself a tank. Oh, the computer. As the achievement says, it's showtime. What do we put on here? No, where's our... Oh, it's Could be this one. There's the KV2. Haha! And what goes up here? There we go. And this one, I guess we've ordered these in. We've downloaded some stuff from the internet, and now we've got it printed out on nice big posters. Not actually that expensive to do that kind of thing. No, I want this one. I don't want to change this one again. I want to change this one. Where's a KV2 then? These aren't KV2s. That's a KV2 there. No, it isn't. Is that it? I presume I've got to get the right one up there, you know. No, that's a boxy one, whatever that is. Let's get the right one. If I get the wrong one, I'll be in trouble. The nerds will be like, oh, I think you'll find that actually a KV2A you've got there. It's a common mistake to make among the uneducated. Where is it? That one. Isn't it? And we're in tank slot 1. Yeah. Is that all the posters? Another one over here, look. Here's another one. I don't know what these are about, but okay. That'll do. Look at that! Nice. And what do we put in here? What are available collectibles? Do I have any collectibles? No, I don't have any collectibles. How do you get collectibles? How'd you get those? How'd you get those precious? Don't know, but look at this. Look at this. That's a wee beauty, isn't it? No climbing on the tanks, please. No climbing on the exhibits. How do I set the ticket price? $10? Is that okay? That's alright, isn't it? Got 2 people in already. There you go. And let's just clear this one out. Hold on. Let's get the tablet back up again. I've got my organiser. Oh. That's done. We did it. We did that one. That's why I did that one earlier, just to get out. It's no one from Uncle Tom. The turret had got rusted. I don't know how I managed to get just the turret rusted. And only the outside of the turret, but only the turret. Maybe they stored it somewhere silly. I don't know, but that one was done. Oh no! I hate that. I cancelled what I could have done. Oh, I bet that was something good as well. I bet that was a good one. We've got 80k in the bank anyway. I'm really sorry, whoever that was. Just if you're a reviewer, email me again. I'll get onto your tank. Okay, I'm really sorry that I cancelled your sandblasting. These seem like ones that are given to us as tutorials. I don't know what they're about. I don't know why the star's on there. More reputation, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so we did it. So I don't know if you want to see more of this. I don't know. I want to do more of it. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe I'll just do the extraction ones, the interesting ones, because you get a lot of the same ones come through again and again. A lot of the Shermans and the things like that. They're more common, I'm guessing. But this is awesome. I'll try to get some more things in the museum and get some collectibles, but I probably won't do everything for you because you'd be bored out of your minds watching that. Anyway, feedback's always welcome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.